COVID-19 took the world by storm. So far, around 200 million people have been infected with the virus, and around 500,000 have lost their lives. The virus doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon, but as our daily lives and economic situation change, rumors now predict that a post-corona era has begun. COVID-19 will not easily end. So how is North Korea coping with it? In today's top 3 issues, we look at North Korea's ego, an ego so big that even COVID-19 cannot cut through it. Number 3. Zero confirmed cases. Until now, North Korean authorities claim that there are 0 confirmed cases in the country. But in some cases, there have been North Koreans admitted in isolation facilities with symptoms similar to COVID-19, and about 10% of those people died later. Even though every province has a quarantine facility that accommodates people with suspected COVID-19 symptoms, there is no such facility in Pyongyang, the self-proclaimed capital of the revolution. Instead, North Korea set up COVID-19 quarantine facility in Nampo, where there is a lot of cross-border movement with China. It is known as the National Corona Quarantine Facility. Any North Korean that shows symptoms of COVID-19 is put on a 15-day self-isolation, and if the symptoms persist, they are taken to the National Quarantine Facility. In this process, they are exempted from paying bribes to go to a quarantine facility. It is estimated that the actual number of corona-related symptoms is much higher. According to World Health Organization's Corona Week Situation Report, North Korea conducted corona tests on about 30,000 people, and all of them were confirmed to be negative. In order to maintain these 0 confirmed cases, high security personnel are dispatched, and they quickly retrieve bodies of anyone who dies after they leave the quarantine facility. They also keep the family members away from the body. This is to prevent the spread of rumors that the cause of death is COVID-19. In the end, no one in the neighborhood says a word about COVID-19. This situation is very strongly controlled. Number 2. A quarantine method used only in North Korea. As soon as COVID-19 started spreading around in North Korea, the country closed all its land and coastal borders. All forms of passenger and cargo transportation were blocked, and fishing boats were also banned from sailing. So why is it possible to implement such strict border closures? Well, that is because North Korea is a perfect dictatorship. Despite the sudden lockdown, residents are not willing to express their dissatisfaction. In addition, any mistakes from the state officers are not tolerated. There is not even 0.00% loophole, and this emphasizes the establishment of a strict leadership system. If the executives are negligent about COVID-19 situation, they must give their lives. North Korea also enforces intensive ideological and performance censorship on all state officers. The country creates an environment that is increasingly difficult to survive. Last year, when it became known that a defector who had crossed the border re-entered North Korea, a corona prevention buffer zone spanning 1 to 2 kilometers was set up, restricting all sorts of cross-border movement, and all the people and animals that had entered through this section were immediately killed. But despite all these lockdown measures, suspected corona patients continue to come out, and the reason is simple. The country doesn't follow internationally proven methods on personal hygiene and quarantine. During a plenary session of the Labour Party, thousands of people gathered with no masks on. Unclear measures about wearing masks are being applied in smaller gatherings. Maybe they're trying to show confidence that there are 0 confirmed cases even with no masks on. But among the participants, there were people who later experienced symptoms of COVID-19, and some sort of quarantine measures was enforced to prevent further spread of the virus. North Korea doesn't care about hygiene and safety of its people. They'd rather settle for containment and suppression, whereas there are still many unclear things regarding the methods that they use. Number 1. Vaccine rejection. In early July 2021, COVAX offered North Korea 1.7 million free doses of AstraZeneca, but the offer was turned down. It also continues to reject offers of vaccines from South Korea, China, and Russia. There is a bit of fear regarding the side effects of AstraZeneca, but given the current situation, some things will still remain a bit hard to understand. Some people see it as an intention to receive a vaccine developed in the US. North Korea believes that only advanced countries can develop advanced technologies, which in their view, the US is not. So they continue to look for a vaccine that is 100% safe. Also, to receive vaccines from Pfizer or Moderna, it is essential to have a great refrigeration facility, which North Korea doesn't have. The whole issue shows a number of mountains that needs to be overcome. Perhaps the North Korean leadership is unwilling to pay, maybe they are just hoping to get everything for free. But North Korea has always left a slight open door to the rest of the world, the same way it does with South Korea. Yeah, towards the countries that have acted as if they have an obligation to help them. I think that is another way to look at it. So, the country keeps on waiting to receive high-quality vaccines for free, but it is not clear when this will be possible. Maybe after some time, the rest of the global population will have become immune to the virus and the spread of COVID-19 will fall and there will be a lot more vaccines in stock. North Korea keeps on waiting for that moment to receive advanced vaccines, hoping that this crisis will be solved that way. But it's more like sitting under an apple tree waiting for the apples to fall. How was our today's top 3 video? See you in the next video as we explore more interesting and shocking top 3 events. Thank you, and please like this video and subscribe to our channel.